Week two, let's get started. Okay, so on the Monday, uh, right, oh yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, Gabe agreed, as I mentioned in the previous log, Gabe agreed to be our drummer, so yay. Um, Sent him the EP to listen to and practice to over the weekend. Turns out he was busy with work, so he just managed to listen to it a few times, which is fine. Can't complain with that. Um, so predominantly, we just continued working on this original, which now has a name called Choices. Luca did some work last week on creating single art for it, and I have to say it looks very similar to a Depeche Mode album art cover. To put it in reference, this is like burgundy background with a flower with choices written in it that marks out like these black areas and adds a tint of detail. I think it looks rather good. Um, Out of all the ones he made, because he made like 15. But yeah, out of all of them, that's the one I like the most. So yeah. Anyway, um, spent the morning going over choices. Things completely changed. No, yeah. So the chorus changed a bit. It did. So instead of it having like extra notes for lead, I'm just keeping it simple. With just the chords, I'm just going to be doing what Luca's doing. Found out that house band's happening this year. Very happy for that. Sorry, but yeah. After so yeah, we worked on choices all through the morning, and we got it fully structured and fully sorted out. Rich came in, listened. He recommended we add this scratching bit we had at the start of the song and this bridge bit as well, which we tried and it works really well. Then he came in, listened to it again, zero complaints. So bang, we've written the beat on week two. We'll have it recorded by week three. Week four. I'm gonna say week four. So yeah, I've had troubles writing a guitar solo for this. It sucks. I hate it. Um, I don't know why I can't write one. It's just getting hard to write one. Um, uh, let's just see what happens really. Um, anyway, in the afternoon, we had to finish recording vocals for The Way, a single we were writing over the summer. We asked Sean, can we just do it and get it done? Sean said, yeah. So we did. We It was mostly Alyssa and Luca going back and back and forth in and out of the studio. I had nothing to do. All I did was when they were both in there, sat behind the computer, I made a bunch of extra tracks, listed them, and yeah, um, took a bunch of takes. Um, yeah, took a bunch of takes. I recorded some stuff for Instagram, and I got working on that later in the night. Um, so semi-productive, a very productive day because we got the first single. We got the single wrote, um, and we got the way finished recording. So a bunch of band stuff done. Very happy for that. Um, then Tuesday, hell happened Tuesday. Right. So we came up with a set list because on the Monday evening, Gabe spoke to the people he works with. He works at a pub, and he spoke to them, and they said, "Yeah, they can play if you want. You just got to have a set." Cool. Um, so we came up with one. Nothing too fancy. I'm gonna gloss over it because it got changed the next day. But yeah, we came up with a set, and we practiced some originals with Gabe. Hit me up's getting working along really well with him, so that's fun. Um, Predominantly the morning was very uneventful and nothing much happened. We just practiced the originals with Gabe, came up with a set list. That was really it. Um, so the main focus of that day was the afternoon because that's when I fully worked out I know what a majority of my planning is going to be. And basically, I'm going to have a folder in the planning section that's just music theory. So I'm just going to have a bunch of stuff that I need to learn. So Lucas says I need to learn certain scales, how to find relative majors and minors, how to do this, that, and the other. So yeah, um, looking around. So yeah, I got some of that stuff done. I had my guitar with me, obviously, because we were practicing in the morning. So I taught myself some of the stuff before, so I can now play the major scale, and I can find the relative, major, and minor. So a win is a win. Is this going to help me write a guitar solo? Probably not, because I have in the planning folder something I forgot to mention in the last one. In the planning folder, I have guitar solo planning. So I have like certain inspirations of how I want it to sound. I've got Highway to Hell. I've got Highway Tune by Greta Van Fleet, and I've got Hellraiser by Ozzy Osbourne and Motorhead. Um, so predominantly planning's going to go around that. Um, two things. That's irrelevant. Anyway, um, yeah, like the only thing I really have to do written work wise is planning. I have to do the reflective log. I have to do the research document. You know, basic stuff. But the project's not really that big. Sean was saying, "Oh yeah, this project's massive. You've got to do loads and loads of stuff." You don't really. I did way more stuff for FMP last year, but take his word for it. Anyway, um, yeah, that's that's all that happened on the Tuesday. Right. I obviously wasn't at college on the Wednesday. Thursday. Um, yeah. So Sean told us that we're not going to have a coaching person for a while. So the timetable's been changed. So we're just going to finish at 12:30 instead of the originally planned 2:30, which is a bad. It's not bad. Um, I I don't mind it. Means I can go straight home after lunch. But actually, no, it would work out very well for me, like work-wise. It means that I can. No, yeah, that works really well. Anyway, um, so Sean went through the entire day explaining what he's going to be teaching us over over the term for employability. Um, it's very similar to last year, I have to say, with like Tin Can Alley. Was it Yeah, Tin Pan Alley. How to write a successful hit, stuff like that. You're just going over the student research sources. Um, Useful, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it. I don't think I've used um, student research sources once. Um, he went over how different um, streaming services, different streaming platforms have like um, different streaming services have different like audio qualities and decibel rates and LUF rates and stuff like that. I don't fully understand it, so I can't really go much in depth. Um, But yeah, I was planning on getting a lot of work done in the morning, but Sean wouldn't let me because he kept talking and wouldn't let me. But hey, anyway, now Friday, um, house band, first house band practice. So I'm in the rock and blues one. So the one that's been the only song, the song that's been added was "Are You Gonna Go My Way," Lenny Kravitz. Baseline, really fun, somewhat simple with some small difficult parts. Really fun to do. We just played through the song a couple times. Um, Alyssa's on vocals, Rich is on drums, Gabe's on lead, Luke is on rhythm. However, Gabe wasn't there because he had a driving lesson. But yeah, anyway, so practiced the song a few times. There was only one bit that stamped us because it went in 4/4, then 2/4, then 3/4, then 4/4 again in a really short amount of time towards the end, and it sucked. There's some weird time signatures in it, but really, it's nothing I can't handle. We then spent some time going over, oh, what songs should be in it? You know, we were thinking some of the rock and roll greats, AC/DC, Leonard Skinner, Led Zeppelin, Royal Blood, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, you know, these massive rockers. I then checked my email on Saturday. Rich has added Justin Timberlake, Crimea River. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not even going to talk about it. He, he added Crimea River by Justin Timberlake. That's not a rock song or a blues song. It's like adding In Sync or Backstreet Boys. Then again, I might be getting this wrong because all the things, all the groups have been added, right, on one Word document instead of one for each. So, and it's not organized very well. So you know what songs you're playing for mostly, but you don't know for what part. But anyway, that's all that happened on week 2.